Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I am making lasagna soup. That's right, lasagna soup. This is what I make when I feel like eating lasagna, but I don't feel like making it because unlike lasagna, this is actually a one-pot meal. So I start by sweating down my onions, garlic, and green seasoning in a pot with some hot oil. Once that cooks down, I add my ground beef. I added 1 pound of medium ground beef. You can add more or less, just depending on how meaty you actually want it. And I let that cook down about halfway, and then I season it. So the seasonings I added were salt, black pepper, paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, and Italian mixed herbs. And I let that continue to cook. Once it's completely cooked through, I add 1 can of crushed tomatoes and 1 quart of beef broth. And I let that simmer away. While that's cooking down, I'm gonna prepare part of my cheese component for the lasagna soup. So I'm taking a bunch of fresh parsley, chopping up the leaves very finely, and then in a bowl, I'm gonna mix part ricotta and part Parmesan. I like to use equal parts, half and half. You can make as much or as little of this as you want, just depends on how many servings you plan on using. Now that my soup has simmered down, I'm gonna go ahead and season the liquid. So I'm using a little bit more salt and a little bit more garlic powder. And then I'm also adding oregano, parsley, basil, chili flakes, and chili powder. Give that a good stir, cover it, and let it simmer. While that's simmering, we're gonna prepare our lasagna noodles. So all you have to do is break these up. In about thirds or fourths, I would say would be the appropriate size to sort of get onto your spoon. You don't want to add too much. I would say maybe a little less than half a pack. I actually did add a bit too many, so my soup was pretty thick, but if I was going to suggest it, I would say to add a little bit less than half. So I add those to the pot, give it a good stir. I let the noodles cook down until they're almost done, and that's when I go in with my cheddar. And I'm using some grated cheddar and adding that about a cup or so, I would say, into the pot, stirring it around, and again, letting that cook down. I did save a little bit of the cheddar, put it aside, and I added 6 little piles to some parchment paper. I'm gonna pop this into the oven at 350 and keep an eye on it. I think it took about, I want to say 10 to 12 minutes, but you definitely want to keep an eye on it depending on your oven. You just want to cook this until it's golden brown on the outside. And ta-da, we have our cheese chips, keto friendly, if you're into that diet. Now that my soup's done, we are gonna plate this bad boy, okay? So I put a couple generous spoons of the lasagna soup into my bowl. I take my ricotta and Parmesan mixture with 2 spoons and try to make like a little quenelle with it. And then I use that to stand my cheese chip on. Isn't that cute, guys? It looks amazing and it tastes so good. That's it. It's delicious, super easy to make, and like I said, 1 pot. And I serve this with the best damn garlic bread you'll ever try. Let me know if you want a recipe for that. Who am I kidding? I know you want the recipe. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you try this and you enjoy. Stay tuned for my garlic bread recipe. Thanks for watching. Peace.